Hey, 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 hello, 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 beautiful people of YouTube. It's your girl, Lucy Flea, coming to you live and in living color from Club Home. So, I know this is Mother's Day weekend, and I know everybody is preparing to celebrate all the wonderful moms and mother figures in their lives. So, an early happy Mother's Day to all the wonderful moms out there. To those of you like me who have lost your moms, definitely sending you light, love, condolences, whether the loss is recent, excuse me, or if it's been many, many years. No matter where you are with processing the loss of your mom, losing a loved one, like I always say, is never easy, and especially the loss of a mom is one of the hardest losses that we can go through in life. Definitely sending light and love to those of you who may not have a good relationship with your moms, no matter what the circumstances are, So for those of you who, like me, may not acknowledge Mother's Day, I hope tomorrow isn't too bad for you. And if you're going to be like me and just hide, then that's quite all right. But, it is what it is with that. But happy May, even though we're about to be halfway through May. But hopefully you all are having a good weekend. And we know tomorrow is just going to be busy for everybody. I'm not planning on going anywhere except to work. But I know the restaurants are going to be busy. Matter of fact, me and my dad, we ran some errands and we went to Walmart. And Walmart actually wasn't that bad. And I just realized my glasses are still kind of on the filthy side. So I'm going to go ahead and clean them just a little bit. And for those of you like me who do wear glasses, you know the struggle of keeping them clean. So I keep cleaning cloths on deck, and my fur child just woke up. So I don't know who she's trying to bark at because there's nobody here. But I digress. But the weather is nice here. Yeah, so that's all I got with that. But yeah, since I know tomorrow's gonna be crazy busy, I'm not going anywhere near a store or a restaurant, okay? But we do have to play a little bit of catch up, since the last time I did a video was in March. So Dad and I got the settlement from our car accident back in December, so we've just been able to handle some stuff around the house. So I have a few days off next week for a little staycation, so I'm going to be painting my shelves that I told you about in the last video. Definitely going to do the bathroom, and I will definitely do the bathroom reveal once the bathroom is completely done. What else has been happening? Just got some things for myself, so got a couple of little unboxings. So because I've been shopping and just been able to buy some stuff that I really wanted. So one of the things I actually just got it in the mail today, and it came in this little box. So this came from Etsy. So let's go ahead and I'll show you what it is. So this is a paw bracelet. So, and it has, let's see, it has 5 charms, because you can get this customized. I think you can do, I'm actually not sure how many paws you can do up to, but of course the more paws you add, the more that they cost. So let's take a look here. Oh, and it has the names of the 5 dogs that we've had here in our home throughout the year. So it's got Goldie, Cygnus, Snoopy, Rex, and Lily. So it actually, this one comes in a gold or silver. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a picture of this and do a review on Etsy for the shop. And don't ask me what shop this is. I couldn't tell you. So there's this, but I absolutely love it, and I definitely will be wearing it. I got some prints from a guy I follow on Instagram who's an artist. His page is ImitationByJerell. I got his Pretty Wings duo, and I got a bonus print, which is absolutely beautiful. So I did a review, for him on Etsy, and of course I posted it to my Instagram page. So because I really like his work, and his work is absolutely phenomenal. He does prints, he does tables, and his tables are absolutely gorgeous. So matter of fact, I will put his information in the description box of this video. So if you're looking for some nice pieces, and he is a black artist, and his stuff is it's black art, but it's absolutely phenomenal. I just showed my dad, he has a print of Prince and Michael Jackson together, and it's absolutely beautiful. So, but once I get frames for my 3 prints, I will go ahead and hang them on my walls. I'm expecting a couple of packages from Amazon next week. Of course, I ordered some more equipment for my CPAP machine. I ordered a little, not a battery pack, but like a little backup for just in case the power goes out. That way I can plug in my CPAP machine and a couple of small appliances. Hopefully, maybe sometime next year, or maybe within the next few months, I'll be able to get a bigger one as battery backup for the house. But there is that. But yeah, let's go ahead and get my next one. And I think I know who this is from. I think. But we gonna see. Oh, you know what? Maybe I don't know what this is. I got some things from Color It. I ordered some markers and some coloring books because I haven't, I actually miss coloring. So I'm kind of going back to my childhood a little bit. Speaking of childhood, there's a live stream on YouTube of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the cartoon series from 1987. And yeah, it just took me way back. And fun fact, I found out the late James Avery, God rest his soul, who played Uncle Phil on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, he was the voice of the Shredder, which is, yeah, when I found out, I was like, I was today years old. And this thing does not want to open. You know what? Let's do this. Actually, this sounds like this might be another thing from Color It, but I thought I felt like a liquid or something, so we'll see. But and it is from Color It. Okay, this is the other half of my order, because the first half had 3 of the 5 coloring books that I ordered. I know, short people problems. And it's not helping that I'm using a screwdriver to open this package. But y'all know me. We just go with the flow on this channel here, so. But, one of the things I've been watching here on YouTube, I've been watching, I watched the Zelda live stream from Game Master TV, and they went through the Legend of Zelda, Zelda 2, Ocarina of Time for GameCube and the 3D, I guess the 3DS version, Majora's Mask, The Minish Cap, Twilight Princess, Skyward Sword, and A Link to the Past. Oh, and The Wind Waker. So, and I think I watched it like maybe a week or so ago, and I found out that in The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, that Link ends up stabbing Ganon in the forehead. When he strikes the final blow with the Master Sword. I was like, dude, I remember him getting stabbed in the forehead in Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker, because my brother beat that, and I got to see him beat it, and I got to see him stab Ganon in the forehead. So it's like, yeah. Okay. So, this is the other half of my package of my order from Color It. So I've got a couple of coloring books. So now I have 5 coloring books, and this is the 60 art marker set. So maybe that's why I thought I had a liquid. And that's what I get for thinking. So that's one thing I don't have to wait on anymore. So I'm looking forward to doing some coloring, and I'll definitely be doing that here while I'm off, after I make sure everything gets painted. Matter of fact, since I'm right here, let me go ahead and drink me some water. And I think I just dropped a paper clip, a bobby pin. So I'm just drinking water with lime juice in it. And I feel better now that I took a nap, because I was up. Yeah, I was up not at the crack of dawn, but a little after dawn. Definitely up after the Saints. But I am definitely still listening to audiobooks. So I am, let's see, I've listened to the book Witchlings, which was really good. And there's 2 more books in that series that I plan to add to the collection. I just listened to Dial A for Aunties, which was a really good book. Basically, the premise of that book is this woman, Medlin Chan. It's about her and her mother and her 3 aunts. They all live near each other, and they're in the wedding business. So Medlin, she's the wedding photographer. Her mother does the flowers. One of her aunts does the makeup. Another aunt does the cakes. And another aunt provides the entertainment. So, but Meddy's mother sets up her daughter on a blind date with actually the guy who she gets her flowers from. He ends up trying to take her to an alley and try to do something strange for a little change. Meddy ain't having that, so she ends up tasing the guy, and they end up crashing her car because they were both drinking. So instead of her driving, he offered to drive Maddie's car. So she ends up thinking that she thought she had killed the guy. So she goes home, tells her mom and her aunts what happened. They end up she ends up driving the car, and the guy's in the trunk, who she thinks is dead, but they end up wrapping him up and putting him in a cooler, and turns out he wasn't dead, but he tried to claw his way out. But by the time they look at him, then he actually is dead. It's just a whole big disaster, but it actually ends up working out in the end, because they're doing this wedding for one of their biggest clients, and it turns out the groomsmen were hired. The bride is a lesbian, and she's in love, and she and her maid of honor are in love with each other. So yeah, it all ends up working out, and Maddie gets proposed to by her ex boyfriend and former lover, and one of her best friends. So the next one in the series is, I think, Four Aunties and a Wedding or something like that. But since I do have a short week, I'm actually not going to listen to that book. I'm probably going to listen to something not time consuming. Well, it's not time consuming, but the book was. Excuse me. Let me get some water here. I think I probably need to scrape my tongue, so I'll do that here in a little bit. But yeah, it was a good book, but it was like 10 hours to listen to. So, but I'll probably listen to something definitely short, maybe a couple of short books to get me through Monday and Tuesday. So there is that. But other than that, yeah, that's pretty much all I got. So sorry I've been a little bit MIA lately. I am trying to get back into doing these videos because I actually like doing these videos. I'm gonna try to get back to being consistent with that. So there you go. But on that note, beautiful people, since I've got some stuff to do, I will bid you guys adieu. So once again, early happy Mother's Day to all the moms and the mom figures in your lives. Once again, sending light and love to those of you who have either lost your mother, your moms, or don't have a good relationship with your moms. But we will definitely be doing this again. Matter of fact, I definitely will be doing a video next week for you guys. And yeah, but like I always say, you all enjoy your weekend. I'll see you guys next week. Don't let anybody get you down. Keep your vibrations and energies high. Continue to stay safe. Excuse me. Spread love. Give somebody a hug. If you got gorgeous weather, make sure you get out and enjoy the sunshine. And I plan to see Sinners next week. So once I've seen it, I definitely will give you guys my take on it. But I'm not going to do any spoilers just in case anybody plans to go see Sinners. But I will see you beautiful people next week. Same bad time, same bad channel. Probably in the middle of the week. But you all have a fabulous weekend, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, y'all.